I'm Mike, and we're the Master Debaters. We're here with another top 10 video for.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
What the fuck are you gonna just cut me off?
That's
for?
what I just fucking did.
I'm fucking trying to conduct a fucking show here. You're cutting me the fuck
Conductor,
off.
conduct away, sir. Conduct. Go.
Take over then. Tell them what the fuck we're doing.
They know. They've watched the other episodes. Hopefully.
So they need to know what fucking list we're doing.
Tell them.
Yeah, you fucking ass.
Why don't you tell them?
We're doing the top 10 video games of all time today. It's gonna be a good list for me. I love video games. I don't know.
It's gonna be a bad list for him. If anyone that's watched the previous episodes know his lists suck, so we're doomed. I'm gonna try and save this show if I can.
All right. Well, save us with your number 10 then.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, number 10 for me is the Resident Evil, the franchise. Just all the games. If I had to pick one...
You're picking a fucking franchise? Video games, not video game franchises.
If I had to pick one, I would pick Code Veronica, but the whole Resident Evil... I never played a bad...
Anyway.
Actually, yes, I did play one bad Resident Evil game.
It was a bad
one.
game.
But the rest of them were all good, especially the new one that just came out. Very good game.
Resident Evil sucked. Worst games ever. Bad, horrible movies that they made.
The movies probably did suck. I never watched them. Never watched
My
them.
number 10 is actually a computer game. Pretty big computer game. It counts as a video game. No, The Sims.
The Sims?
Yeah, you fucking make people. You get to watch them live and die. You feed them. It's fucking awesome.
Ooh. Why don't you just play, what's that other fucking game? Farmhouse or Farmville?
No,
play that.
Not Farmville. You're a fucking joke.
Bad list
already.
Movie. Go ahead.
Good fucking game.
Ahead,
Number
man.
9 for me was on the PlayStation 2. It was Star Wars Battlefront 2. Fucking awesome game.
It was a good game.
Much better than the new Star Wars
I was just about to
Battlefront
say that. The Battlefronts regressed. They were actually had a good concept. For some reason, they got worse. They're actually coming out with another Battlefront this year. Hopefully, they'll improve that. I don't know.
Battlefront 2 was amazing.
For me, number 9 is possibly is on your list, probably higher on your list. I don't know, but for me, it's NHL '94. Thought that was I love that game. I couldn't put that game down. It was the best hockey game I've ever played. Even nowadays, as they've gotten better with the graphics and the gameplay, I still think NHL '94 is one of the best games of all time.
We're supposed to be arguing, but I got no argument there.
Of course not. I got a good list.
Great game.
How could you? Number 8 for me is from the first Nintendo. A lot of younger people probably won't know this game, but I love this game. That was a good game, but it's not on my list. Ninja Gaiden. I thought that was one of the best games when it came out for that Nintendo. The graphics were good. It was the first game with cutscenes. It was that was a great game, and I'll tell you another thing about it that made it good. To this day, I've never beat it. It was a hard game.
You fucking suck at video games.
It was a very hard game.
I've beaten every game that's on my list.
Well, that's because you're playing The Sims.
Good games. Number 8 for me was Final Fantasy 9. A lot of people think 7's the best game.
Damn.
9 was the best.
I didn't think 7 was the best. Thought they all sucked. Every fucking one.
Yeah, I doubt you even fucking played them.
I didn't. You want to know why? Because they sucked.
Shit. Yeah, fuck
Who
you.
Play that? It was
You're a
outer
fucking
space.
asshole. It's not outer space. It's fantasy. Final Fantasy.
What are you fantasizing
The
about?
movie was shitty. It was an outer
Unicorns?
space movie.
What is it?
Don't base this fucking dragons and mages and fucking...
What's a mage?
Summons.
What is a
Somebody
mage?
that does magic.
Is that a magician?
A mage.
It's a magician.
Shut the fuck
I've never heard of anybody refer to Chris Angel as a mage.
Number 7 for me.
Go.
Number 7 for me is SOCOM 2. This is the game that put all of those third-person shooters on the map. It's a fucking awesome game. Great online multiplayer. Call of Duty wouldn't exist without it.
Did think it was one of the best games, and it did make my list shockingly, but that's because my list
should have fucking made your
list. There were
list.
so many good games I couldn't, but I will give you that. That was the best SOCOM game and the best shooter game that I've ever played.
Why the fuck is it not on your list?
Because if you look at my list, I don't have a damn shooter game. That's why. If we did top 10 shooter games, it would be there. But we're not doing that. What fucking number am I on? Number 7. Also, another franchise. I could pick one out that I liked, but the
Fucking
games are just good.
Again, God for fucking bid.
The Madden franchise. But if I had to pick one...
That's fucking cheating.
That's not cheating.
The Madden franchise?
Yeah, all the Madden games are good.
That's
now,
like literally
with
the greatest, probably the greatest sports game franchise of all time, and
Hell
you're taking
no.
all of them?
Hell no, it ain't the greatest... What?
They
made some bad
What
Maddens.
a fucking joke.
They made
the Madden franchise.
They made some bad Maddens.
Oh,
they made some bad Maddens.
You know, let's get, I'm going to get all the fucking horror fans on me, and I'm going to help out all the fucking Madden fanboys on me.
Why would a horror
I'm just
fan
picking
like
the
Madden?
franchises. I'm just going to pick the fucking franchise.
What the hell does a horror fan have to do with Madden?
Just fucking go.
Horror fan?
Go.
Madden?
Go.
Horror fan? Madden?
What the fuck's your next one? You're a fucking joke.
Number 6. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I love that game. The one in Miami basically was a copy of Scarface. They just made it into a video game. But it was good.
It was a good game.
It was good.
But
Really
fucking
good.
GTA 3 was better.
Hell no. What? GTA 3 wasn't even the second best. The new one, GTA 5, was better than that.
GTA 3 was better than fucking Vice City.
Damn.
I'm going to my number 6.
Can you start over?
My number 6 is a
Fuck.
classic. It's Contra. If anybody's got any kind of argument with me on that one,
Contra
they can go the fuck to hell.
It's a good game.
Contra,
Great game. I love stealing guys' men and the code to get you 30 people. It's a good game.
Because you're a fucking cheating
It
asshole.
was a good game. It wasn't cheating.
You're a cheating
If
asshole.
it was cheating, they wouldn't allow it in the game.
You're a cheating asshole. You're cheating on this list with that Madden franchise
cheating.
bullshit, and you're cheating in Contra.
It's
You're
not-
fucking cheating every fucking game
I don't
you've
cheat
ever
in
played.
Contra. The men are out there to use, and I use them.
Number 5 for me is a Nintendo 64 classic. It's Mario Party 2. Nothing better than getting together with a group of friends when we were fucking 12, 13 years old playing a little Mario Party 2. What's your argument?
I can't comment because I don't own the N64. I will
And
say
that's
this.
why you have absolutely... Have you ever played the N64? Ever? Once?
No, then the Nintendo only made one good system.
You've
And
never,
that was the first one.
Oh, yeah. That's
they
an
only made
argument
one
for another day.
Now, I
buddy.
will say...
You've never played the N64, and you're going to sit here and try to talk to me and all these people about the greatest video games of all time,
Yes.
and you've never even fucking played half of them.
Because
you never played the N64.
N64 didn't make a
What
good
a
game.
fucking joke.
They didn't make
I
a
think
good
I'm
game.
just going to walk the fuck out of this one.
Anyway, I did own a Mario Party game, though. Because I owned it when it came out for the Wii.
Mario Party 2.
I owned it for the Wii.
But you didn't own
And
Mario Party 2.
I actually thought the game was good for the Wii. I liked it.
Well, you can imagine what Mario Party 2 was like.
Yeah, it had to be worse. The Wii had to be better than 64.
God,
even though I thought the Wii sucked.
I think
I kept the system for 2 months and got rid of it. It's a piece of shit. Just like that fucking game. Number 5 for me is a game that came out for PS3. They re-released it for PS4. And I've beaten it probably about 5 times. That's how good the game was. Was The Last of Us. It's like, I guess, Tom Cruise War of the Worlds kind of thing. It was like that kind of story. Great game. Great. I love the gameplay, the storyline, everything about it was good. And I beat it multiple times because once you went through the story,
The Last of Us.
you want to do it again.
It was so good, it was the last of it.
Well, they're going to make another one.
Yeah, I doubt it.
They're coming out with another one real soon.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
What number are you on?
I'm on number 4. Number 4 for me, the NBA 2K, and I'm going to go with 17. I thought this year's NBA 2K was the best one of all. I love the things they do where you can play Street in the Park.
Enough to be number 4 of all time?
Yeah, it is.
I have that game. It's okay, but not enough to be number 4 of all time.
It's number 4 of all time.
What the fuck?
It's the best basketball.
Why am I
best basketball game?
Why
ever
am I even
made.
doing this one? Why am I
basketball
even
game.
making this video with you?
Well, because so you could show people how much of an ass you are picking Sims and whatever that Mario Party number 10 or whatever.
Number 4 for me was already on his list, NHL 94.
It's
Specifically the Super Nintendo version, because I thought that gaming
What the
system
fuck was the difference between Super Nintendo and the Genesis version?
Some-
Tell me the difference.
There were some tweaks in the graphics.
Explain to these people
There were
what the
some
difference
tweaks
was.
in the graphics.
Well,
The
everyone
sound-
knows Genesis had the better
The
graphics.
sound mixing
So
was a
the-
little different, and
Everybody knows the sound was better for the Genesis.
Super Nintendo had the better sound.
Nintendo what?
NHL 94, number 4, best video game ever.
Your list.
You fucking never even
all-
played N64.
in all
How can you
respect-
have no You have nothing here. You have no.
Why don't you just make your list the top 10 Nintendo 64 games? Because that's all you fucking say.
Number 3 for me.
Nintendo 64.
Done with this guy. Number 3 for me.
Nintendo 64.
And I can't wait for this one.
What system?
Game Boy, actually.
Oh, Game Boy 64.
Pokemon Red and Blue. Amazing games. When you were I was that age. I was 11, 12 years old when these games came out.
I told your brother before we did this list that you have a Pokemon game on that fucking list.
I'll guarantee you 90% of our viewers will agree with my Pokemon.
If 90% of our viewers are 5, they will agree with you.
You gotta be a 5-year-old.
Pokemon.
This game brought fucking Pokemon to life for everybody.
Pokemon to life?
I could go out on my journey and become the greatest of them all. You gotta catch them all. And I fucking did it twice on Red and Blue.
You're one of those guys that goes to those Pokemon parties in the middle of the park, aren't you?
No, I don't do that shit. I did that once. It was a joke.
Once? One time's too many, asshole.
Just once.
Oh, Jesus. You went to a Pokemon party.
It had nothing to do with the Game Boy games. I still play them to this day.
All right.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 was from the original Nintendo. And it was Super Mario Brothers, the first one. Great game. I remember when I was a kid.
Best fucking Mario game.
I remember when I was a kid, I would stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning playing that game.
It wasn't even the best Mario game. Mario 3 was better. Mario 64 was better.
Dude, Mario 3 sucked. Because they started introducing all these characters. All you needed was Mario, and then if you chose to play the 2-player game, you have Luigi. But when you put in fucking guys that pick up plants and throw...
That was Mario 2. Picking up plants was Mario 2.
Well, they just weren't good enough.
That game was horrible.
You don't need to keep adding toads and whatever. That's just dumb. Just keep the base. You don't got to add stuff. Super Mario Brothers 1 was the best one.
Nope.
Number 2 on my list. Also from the original Nintendo.
Well, why don't you just make this the original Nintendo list?
Because if I did, Vice City wouldn't have been on there.
We're not talking about Vice City. Let's just tell me what your fucking Nintendo game is.
Number 2 Nintendo was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Nope.
Man, that game was awesome.
Super Punch-Out was better.
Super Punch-Out?
Super Punch-Out was better.
Dude, they didn't have Mike Tyson.
Exactly. That was the best part about it.
What? Did you ever beat Mike Tyson?
I did.
Did you really? Yeah. I did as well. If you did beat Mike Tyson, it was an accomplishment. Who was the end guy in Super Punch-Out?
Like fucking Bull Buchanan or something.
Bull Buchanan?
The masked bull or some shit like that.
They had a boxer with a mask?
Yeah. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Better than Mike Tyson. Go ahead, man. What's your...
My number 2 is another Nintendo 64 classic.
Dude, this fucking
Where everybody's
system.
going to agree with me here. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Legend of Zelda was great. The very first one on the original Nintendo.
But the Ocarina of
Not
Time
that 64
1,000 times better.
Dude.
You open fucking map. You open fucking world. You can fucking walk the fuck around. You get to see Link fucking get older, go back in time.
You can walk around maps on all over these games these days.
Not when this fucking game came out. This was the fucking first of its time. Better than the fucking original Zelda.
Yeah, it was on that shitty ass system too.
By far. And my number 1, and we should have let you go first because I think my number 1 takes the cake. It's yet another
Nintendo 64
classic. And I guarantee
how the hell did I not
100% of the people out there agree with me on this one. Unless they've never played Nintendo 64.
No.
GoldenEye 64.
I knew that was going to be your number 1 because you've been sucking that game's dick for the last 40 years or however old you've been alive. That game...
30.
Okay, 30.
30.
That game, I personally...
I've never played it.
I played it one time.
So you have played Nintendo 64 once.
I played it one time at your house, and it was a long time ago.
I whooped your ass.
No, I don't think...
I whooped your ass. That's why you don't like it, because I whooped your ass.
I don't think I played against you. I think it was Keen that I played against.
But either way,
But I'll tell you what, I didn't like the game.
Because you got your ass whooped.
Can I tell you why I didn't like the game? Because I can't stand these games where you're watching the screen, you got 4 little screens. And you're looking at a screen this big and up the fuck.
Let me tell you something about GoldenEye 64 before you move on to yours.
Yeah.
Gaming that we know today with your Call of Duties and your Destinies and your Last of Us and your fucking your Grand Theft Auto 5s,
Yes.
your Resident Evils.
Yes.
Gaming would not be what it is today without GoldenEye 64.
And how do you figure?
Because that fucking opened the doors for everything. It opened the doors for
The game that
multiplayer. It opened the doors for fucking split screening. It opened the doors for fucking first-person
Grand Theft
shooters,
Auto games
third-person
aren't on
shooters.
multiplayer.
GoldenEye 64, greatest game of all time.
No. Now, the greatest game I think of all time, and I think a lot of people will agree with me,
Nope. GoldenEye 64.
is Red Dead Redemption. Man, that game was freaking awesome.
You're a fake
and
gamer.
when that game comes, the second one comes out this year, mark my words. Mark my words.
What's coming out this year?
It will be the best-selling video game of all
Red
time.
Dead Redemption
when it
fucking
comes out.
paying you.
Red Dead Redemption it had the best story, it had the best graphics, it had the best online play. You could go on there and play a shootout with people, like a duel. You could play poker, you could play cards.
You can play a
all these
shootout
things.
with people.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is a game like GoldenEye 64 that basically created the shootouts had an
It
influence
didn't
on
create
your
the shootouts. Because when I played Red Dead Redemption, I was staring at the screen.
You're telling me that GoldenEye
Little
64 influenced Red Dead Redemption. That's
Red
what you're
Dead
telling
Redemption.
me. So
The
in
best
hindsight, looking back, GoldenEye 64 is the greatest fucking video game of all time.
It's not the greatest video game. It's an average game
He's
on
gonna
a
keep
shitty
going on
system.
about this.
An average game on a shitty
Red Dead
system.
Redemption, I agree with you. It is.
Great game. It's the greatest game
Leave
of all time.
your top 10 list, and I guarantee you all of you are going to have GoldenEye 64 in the top.
I guarantee they won't.
Comment, like us,
comment,
whatever,
leave,
share us, whatever you want to do.
Tell us how much this guy right here sucks. Feel free.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time on the next episode.
What a fucking joke.
Are we recording?